Don Schumacher is a remarkable guy. He's the leader of leaders when it comes to the NASC.
Don is an icon in the sport tourism industry. He's worked with hundreds and hundreds of people to help them figure it out. What's my piece of the puzzle? How can I be part of this industry?
When he would go to these conventions or these meetings on amateur sports, you had those kinds of forums, but he saw the need for a bigger association.
A lot of us that were representing various cities in the United States would begin to run across each other, standing in the hall waiting for our turn to make our pitch to the same event owner. And those conversations literally were as valuable as the experience pitching the client. And we started to say to each other, my goodness, we could learn a lot from each other and we could exchange ideas. And that would make us all better.
Don grew up in Cleveland, Ohio with his mom and dad and his younger brother, Frank. He was in Boy Scouts and ran track and, did all the things boys do.
As a teenager, they decided they were going to take a cross-country trip from Cleveland, Ohio to Alaska. And as a family, spent 2 years growing strawberries and selling them to raise the money to go on that trip as a family. He took the lead in making sure that that happened. The commitment that took is absolutely who he is as a person today. This is what I want, this is what I need to do to get there, and it's happening.
I think the great thing about my dad is he's really, really active, loves sports. He's instilled the love of sports in us since we were kids. He's the most generous, outgoing, sweetest person, and he's kind of larger than life.
He was a good dad. He's an ethical man, and he does what he says he's going to do. So that's a great role model to live up to. He used to always use that, if you knew you kind of stepped over, he'd use that you got more guts than brains.
We had more guts than brains.
You've got more guts than brains.
I don't know that we'd be where we are as an industry if it wasn't for Don and his leadership. If he sees something that he thinks needs change, or if he believes that something is going in a direction that needs a little more push, Don's always right there to do that. He always acts in the best interest of the sport tourism industry as a whole.
From the get-go, anytime I've needed to talk to him, whether it be professional or personal, he's been available. His attention to detail, his human side, his ability to not forget the human side when he's talking to people, have meant a great deal to the association and to me personally.
The greatest benefit I get out of NASC is from the large market meeting, where those of us from the large market sit around and share information in a very open way. And I really give Don a lot of credit for establishing that the way it is, because at the beginning, it was not an environment where everyone necessarily trusted everybody else, but Don was able to encourage us to share information, and now we all look forward to it, and we all go and we all benefit.
Sure, there were 15 of us in 1989, but we got together to gossip. That's the best way to put it. We figured we just had to get together once or twice a year and talk about stuff. That's how sophisticated we were. And now today we've had to clean up our act and act like adults. And I think I'm most proud of the fact that as we went through the experience, we changed. We're not the same organization we were when we started. And that's been a lot of fun.
He's Don. He's like the godfather of the industry, and he's someone that is so well respected and so well known, and he's a really special person.
He's going to be missed. We will have to dig very deep and also remember what it is about this association that Don really loves, which is the people, the membership, and the people that they impact.
For the future of the association, we can honor him by making sure that our members continue to focus on what's really important in their cities and communities and with their sports, and that's the participants.
I think the number one thing to do, to know, is the simplest possible thing any human could ever learn. Do the right thing. Think about how you'd like to be treated and treat people the same way. It is really pretty simple. Do the right thing. The NASC is a great place to learn how to do the right thing.